All right, day 5 here from my sail from San Diego to Maui. We're 500 miles offshore. I had to stop again last night for a little while. I lost all power. The short that I had that shut off the autopilots a couple days ago, might have shorted out one of my new batteries. I have 210 amp hour batteries, and both brand new, and one of them might have gotten shorted out. So it was the one that was about in 4 inches of seawater, and the whole cockpit locker over there was flooded from the high seas crashing on the decks. I got everything apart. I have the batteries hardwired now, so I'm going to run them completely independent from the boat's entire electrical system. I completely disconnected all the power from the boat's electrical system because there was wires under there that were in water, and I could feel the electricity shorting out in the water in the bottom of the lockers. So, I said, screw it. And I just took the batteries out, disconnected them, and I have everything that I need to operate wired up with this 100-foot extension cord that I cut up to the lengths that I needed. This one goes to the masthead light. The other one goes to the autopilot. One goes for a USB port for charging, and that's how I'm going to run my electronics from here on the rest of the way. So I'm not going to use any of the boat's wiring. It's just all compromised from the flooding inside the lockers everywhere. So if I need it, I'm going to wire it right up to the battery. I got one of the batteries. It looks like it's okay, but I'm going to go ahead and test the other one before I wire them together. Hopefully they're both okay, and then I can just wire them together. But all right, as far as the autopilots, all right. So the short that happened that killed the brand new one. There's Keita. Hi, baby. She hears me talking. How are you? Oh, good girl. Good girl. So I look at it as this is her boat too, So if she wants to scratch, she can scratch. Yeah, I know. So, all right, the one autopilot, I have a part right here. This is my the original one. So what keeps happening with this one is this circuit board gets wet. Just from all the seals are bad, O-rings and here are bad. It's just 8 years old. So I got to take it apart and dry this out, which I just did, and now this one's working again. So I'm going to put it back together. The other autopilot, the brand new one out there, the short dropped one of these voltage suppressing diodes, got so hot that it just fell off the circuit board on the brand new one. So I was able to kind of wedge it back in place and tie it in place, and I got it operating, and it's working right now out there. So you hear the beeping going off because it can't keep on course. Hi, Keita. Come on, girl, you can do it. I know. She's ready to get there. Yeah, as you can tell, it's hard for her to walk. She's not real cool with that. All right, here, let me come get you. Ready? All right, here you go, baby. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. Oh, good girl. Good girl. All right. What do you say, Keita? You hungry, baby? Oh, you're such a good girl. Poor girl. I gotta put this together. All right. I gotta put this together. Hi, Keita. What you doing? She's all tucked in there. So actually the boat's more like this. This should be straight up and down because we're heeled over pretty good. So, hey guys, day 6. About 600 miles offshore, a little bit farther. I haven't checked yet. Keita getting some rest over there. Hi, baby. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. She's been eating good, drinking good. So we're both feeling a little bit better, but you know, it's hard to move around. This is the calmest day yet we've had out here. And we still have about 6 to 8 foot seas. More like 8-foot seas. And winds out there probably about 15 knots. I still have my mainsail reefed, and I have the equivalent of a storm jib out on the roller furler on the foresail. And that's it, man. I'm cool with that. I'm not trying to break any speed records here. I'm going for more comfort than anything because it's, you know, I'm here for the long haul. I also got some food cooking. So I got some potatoes, a little bit. I'll throw some garlic and some onions in there, and a little bit of butter, and then I'll top it off with a few eggs. So nice hot meal is always good. I was working on my autopilot. Oh, hey, Kita. What do you got to say? Hey. Want to smell them? Yeah. So here's a look outside. I have the tarp kind of covering up the autopilot. However, some interesting news on that autopilot. Oh. So this is what it looks like outside. You see I got the reef in on the main, and I have the boom way out to spill off all kinds of extra weight. So I'm not using much of the energy out here right now at all. I'm probably only using 10% of the weight. But I'm cruising at 4 or 5 knots. I don't need to go any faster. I got actually more than the storm jib out in the foresail, but pretty calm. This is the calmest I've seen it yet. Well, there was a little bit of calm this morning. So one thing kind of cool on the autopilot, well, not really kind of cool. One of them is definitely the new one I bought. It definitely shorted out the circuit board on it, and I was running it, got it working, but I could tell it was overheating fast, so I had to pull it. Right now, I'm just using it to hold the tiller in place, and I hit this sweet spot. The trade winds took a whole new meaning to me right now because the way I got my sail set up with my boom out, reefed, and just a small bit of a jib on the foresail there. I've got the tiller autopilot not even plugged in, but I just got it under there holding, I don't know if you can see it, holding the tiller in place. So that's just holding the tiller to the dead center. That's all it's doing. So the winds are steering the boat. For the last 18 hours, I've not had any power going to the autopilot at all. It's completely unplugged. Just holding the tiller straight. And with the winds like this, and the trade winds the way they are, I'm going due west. It's pretty awesome. So I'm able to save power because of those shorts I was having earlier. I think I did fry one of my batteries. Able to save power and still just use the trade winds and not have to steer the boat, which is great. I even slept overnight and woke up and I was still going west. Couldn't believe it. There's the compass view. I don't know if you can see that there or not. I think you could, but who knows? Anyway. So, the trade winds at this range will take me right to Hawaii, man. We'll see how it plays out. Oh. Give you another little view of the oceans. So that orange cord there, that's the extension cord I got going all the way up to the masthead light. And that is how I'm turning the masthead light on at night. And then I run a LED spotlight on the sail as well to light the sail up at night, so that way it's visible. wind's not howling in this thing. Alright guys, day 6, 600 miles offshore at least. Haven't checked. You know, no fish yet. Unbelievable. I caught one fish at 180 miles offshore, and that was a mackerel of all things. It was about a 14-inch mackerel. Pretty big guy. Had a big fat belly too, so I think it had a lot of eggs. So I threw her back. Looked like she was getting ready to dump some eggs. But so no fresh fish. I even sailed down the coast of San Diego and I went into Mexico, and I went right across the Coronado Islands in Mexico, trolling, hoping to pick up a couple fish there, but nothing. But that's alright. I got a lot of food and actually haven't eaten nearly as much as I thought with the 2 days of seasickness and just obviously with the difficulty of cooking, you know. But the potatoes I'm cooking now look pretty good. Alright guys, day 6, living the dream. Alright, first offshore fish. 600 miles offshore. We got a yellowfin tuna, baby. Woo! Oh shit, bleeding everywhere. Yes. Gonna be sashimi tonight. Oh. Some tuna. Some yellowfin tuna. Freshly caught. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Ooh-wee. How's the tuna? Good girl. So your typical day here offshore. It's actually blowing pretty good out there. I only have equivalent to the storm jib up right now. And we're still cruising at 3.9 knots, 4 knots. Figured you didn't get much video of this yet. So the waves are coming to beam us right now, and it's actually giving us a gentle ride over them. But occasionally we get a hull slap like that.